Oh, hi. Hi, welcome to the bookshop. What can I help you with today? Oh, you're the new hire? I wasn't told. Give me a moment. Let me check through my notebook. I should have a memo from the boss through there. Let me just set aside my reading. Hold on. Should be. Okay. Okay, so you came a little late in the day, so it looks like, okay, yeah, it looks like, so I'm training you, okay, so I'm essentially going to be just training you on, like, closing, and, like, cash registering, but it looks like for the first day today, you're going to be shadowing me. Have you done that before? Yes, shadowing? It means to, like, to be my shadow, essentially you just stand over my shoulder and, just, like, watch everything I do. We'll do that until we close up in a couple hours, and then after close, we'll just close up the registers, and we'll see if we'll, like, review anything, that you may need to ask questions on, I guess. Let me know if you need help, like, finding any of the actual books for customers, if I need to send you off, but mostly I'm gonna have you next to me, and then when we need to go find books, we'll go find them. Does that sound alright for today? Okay, yeah. Cool, well then, come around the desk and I'll get you started. It's great to have you here. Okay, that is the last customer out the door. Let me get this locked up. Okay, and then, okay, so, I let you sit in on a couple of those transactions for the books, but everything should be fine. I was watching, just make sure no change got misplaced or anything, so it should be all good. But let's open up the register, our little cash box here. Okay. Get the money out of there. Okay, hang on. Gotta be delicate with these ones. The actual cash box is a little bit old, so I do apologize. But we're gonna start with the change, and then we'll go up from there, and then anything that we have that's extra, we'll just set aside. Some of the plumbing here is a little loose also, apologies, it's a very old building. Okay, so let's set aside all our cash, and we'll start with the smallest denominations that we take. We take the little fives, little 5 coins. So we're gonna start counting those up. My recommendation often is just to grab them all in your hand and then stack them in things of 5 or 10, however you actually want to do that. But I'll be doing it for tonight, and then you can try it tomorrow. And then we'll set everything aside, and we'll take that out to the bank in the morning, realistically. Will you be opening tomorrow morning? No? Somebody else? Okay, no worries. Then I'll have to show you that a different day. But let me get started with the 5 coins. Usually we try to keep a certain amount of coins like these on my hand. stack, you can then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it looks like we have one extra. So we'll toss that in there for now, but we'll have it set aside from the others. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 stacks of that. So 10 by 5 is going to be 50, and then so 20 by 5 is going to be 100. So we've got 100 of the coin denominations here, and then an extra 5. So I'll put that aside for us, and then we will set this aside. And the next denomination is actually going to be tens, little small coins, but they're what it is. Alright. Oh, we got a lot of these tonight. Okay. So we got plenty of these. Let's get to it though. These are tens, so they're kind of easy. You can just count them in tens or in fives, depending on how you want to do it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, so that's 2 of the dollars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Alright. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7. Alright, let me double check the amount and everything in the little sticks. Alright, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Okay. So that's 3, and then you got an extra, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So an extra 60 of the coins. So right now we're up to an extra, what, 65 cents? Yeah. Okay. Then we'll set that aside over here. And then the biggest coins are the little 25 cents. And we'll get those out. Let me. Those ones are the easiest to count because it's only 4 per little dollar. So it's kind of really nice to end off with them. But so right now it looks like we've got $1, $3, $4 in terms of what we'll keep around it, and then I'll see how many of these we have, and we'll take out anything extra. So we got 65 extra right now. If I can merge it in there so it's not extra, that'd be cool. But sometimes we just don't get that lucky. And that's okay. But yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No extras on this one, actually. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 stacks of Queen's coins. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got $9 in coins plus the extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Oh, you put some of the bigger coins in it. Oh, okay. I can add it to it. Where are they? They're in this part of the... Okay. Let me get to it. Oh, yeah, that's a lot extra. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, yeah, the 3 been here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 more. Okay, and then so let's restart our count with the coins. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we've got 60, 65, plus that one, and then, so 90 extra. We got a little bit. So 90 extra in there. Let me double check that I counted the tens. No, I counted that right. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we've got 90 extra in terms of coins. That's fine. I can set those aside, but let me jot down. We're at 13 and 90. Okay. Alright. So. Oh, this pen's kind of at an angle. What about my... There we go. Okay, so we have 9. Okay, so 9's the extra. Because we don't really want to have an extra change because we're trying to hit a specific number. Okay. What we want to hit is actually... What we want to hit is going to be sitting around 200. Because that's what we try to keep in the drawers. We're not a big, huge Omongo bookstore, so we try to keep it a small amount. Small amount. But now that we're done with coins, we can set those away into the drawer. Old little drawer. There we go. said tight, but I didn't know it was that tight. A little bit of elbow grease. There we go. Alrighty. And of course the last drawer is always the easiest because of course why wouldn't it be? Alright, I'm going to close up the coins. Of course, if it wants to. There we go. Okay, so all closed up. Now we have the easiest part of this, which is just the actual paper monies. So for this part though, we're gonna grab our gloves because paper money gets dirty easy and it also helps separating the bills a little bit. I know coins are also dirty, but I don't know. They seem cleaner. But let me get gloves. Did you want some? Yeah, I got some. Here, toss these on. And you can just hand me the denominations, okay? Yeah, they're a little bit tight. I apologize. There you go. Let me get on mine now. Paper money, the fun easy part. Okay, so we're at 13.9, so we need to make the next number, how it adds up, a denomination of 5. So we're going to start with the ones, as per usual. Let's start with the lowest amount. So we've got, okay, separate out the bigger ones. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we're at 13, so we need 2 to be separate. 13, 14, 16, 17, okay, 18, 19. Okay, so we'll set aside these ones, and we'll sit at 17, and that should put us at a denomination of 5. Let me so 17, right? That's what I said? 17? Sorry, my memory isn't the best. 17. Okay, so 17. 17 plus 13 puts us it's 0, 1 up top, 2. So that should put us at 30.9. Okay, so we're at 30.9 monies. So now we need to get to a denomination of 10 with our 5s. Okay, let's count out the 5s. Give me just some moments. Yeah, okay. It looks like we've got a lot of 5s. They tend to be pretty common. And we tend to not use them for change too much, so let's get through that. 20. Okay, that's 20. Okay, so we are at 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. 25. It's 25 times 5. That's 125. Okay, so let's set aside the 5. Okay, so we set aside 1, 5, 2 2s. 2 2s. And, sorry. Apologies. Okay, so we're at 24 of the 5s. So that would be 120, so 120 plus 30. 120.9 plus the 30 is going to be at 150. Okay, so we're at 150 and then 90 cents. A little circle there. Okay. Okay, so now we're on to the 10s. Let's see, we're at 150. Our goal is actually 200. We got a little extra here, that's fine. Doesn't look like we have a lot of 10s or 20s though. I think we'll be fine. Let's find out. Let's see. How many 10s we got? We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've only got 3. So that puts us at 30, but we've got a 20, so we're pretty much good. That puts us at 290 cents, barring the extra 2 and the 5. So let's see. Let's put all of these in their respective drawers before we finish. Let me write that down. Hold on. Okay. Alright, so plus 30 and 10s puts us at 180. And then the 0.90 and then add the $20. That is our last 20. That'll put us at 200.9. D. 0.9D. Yeah, so 0.9D to be clear. At 0.9 we'd be, that'd be really dumb change. But yeah, so 0.90, so $200, 0.90, and then, don't get stuck to me. Okay, so, and then we've got 2 2s, 1 5. Okay, forgot our 20 in there, put that in there. Okay, so you can set that aside for me. That's the $7 of extra. Now I'll hand you the coins. Okay, so that's, let me double check that. That's 3, that's, wait. I might have miscounted. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I didn't. I'm correct all the time. Never miscount. Alright, so this is the 90 cents. If you can set that aside, and we're going to deposit that to the bank tomorrow, hopefully. Sometimes we don't get it that early, but yeah. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so that's almost it. We just have to fill out the actual little log in the book. Let's get that done. What was it? How much was it that I just gave you? Okay, so it was, okay, gotcha. It was the $7.90. Okay, so we're gonna put the date, which is first of the month of dollars. initials. It's just gonna be CB, or you can sign it your full name. I'll sign it my full name for tonight, just so you can see what it looks like, because they know me, but they won't know you, so you're gonna want to sign your full name on here. So let's actually cross that out. Palette. Okay, so Corey Palette, that is my name, and then the actual denomination. So it was how many? What? Yeah, 2 2s. 2 2s. And then it was how many? What was it? 5s? How many 5s was 1 5? Okay, 1 5 equals 5. And then did we have anything else in terms of bills? No? Okay, so then I'm gonna just say 0 for the other denominations. Okay, and just line those to say that, hey, we didn't have any. And then the coins. How many of each denomination did we have? We had 1 of the 25s. Okay, 25 cents. Cool. And then we had how many of the 10s? We had 6. Okay, 6. 6 equals 60. Okay, and then how many of the 5s did we have? We had, oh, just 1. Okay, 1 equals 5. Okay, cool. So, and then you, at the bottom here, you go in and you say the actual amount that everything adds up to. So today we're the 2 2s, 5, yeah, 2 2s and a 5, so 7, and then you got the 5 and the 25, 30, and then the 30 plus the 60 of the 10s, so we're at 7 and 90 cents. And that's going to be just going to the bank. It's a very small deposit, but in this town, it's every bit counts. We don't want any extra that's not going to be locked down. And our little cash box has been beaten up and gone through a couple little mini robberies and petty robberies, but it has kept our money safe and it has kept us afloat. It's got some enchanted magic on it actually, but I need to actually redo the magic on it, because yeah, no, we were robbed a couple days ago. I didn't actually get anything. They took a couple books, which was, I don't know, maybe they were hungry for knowledge instead of food and monies, I guess. But they did make an attempt at it, so hey, who doesn't like money, right? But that being said, we're pretty much done. And then I'll just log that you are here in the normal person book, as I like to call it, but it's our daily schedule and to-do list. And I'll put on to-do list that there is a bit of a deposit for us to send out tomorrow. Okay, that should do it. And was there anything else besides the actual training for tonight? Did you have any questions? Oh, we had somebody bring in a book. Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah, we do take books. I'm glad you didn't turn them away. Was this when I was in the on lunch or in the bathroom? Yeah, okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We weren't scheduled very good, like double coverage. I apologize for leaving you for the cup of 5 minutes while I ate my sandwich. You could have called for me though. Yeah, let me, because we have a different system for the books. It's not a written system, it's a typed on our typewriter system. Hand me the book. Oh, it's a hardcover. Okay. Let me look through it, make sure it's not defaced. Oh my gosh, it smells brand new. I can smell the newness. I don't think this is maybe read through once. It's such a big book. It looks like a sort of anthology. Penny Prince. Yeah, because it seems to have Paul Badger. It seems to have different authors and small stories. I'll just do a cursory check over the pages. Give me a moment. It's quite a big book. Because if I make a mistake and there is defacing, I'm going to hear about it later from a customer. I don't see anything on these pages. Double check. Nothing within the binding. Doors and shadows. Oh. Okay, it seems to be pretty much kosher. What kind of book is this? Welcome to the Catacombs. Oh boy. It's probably not a kid's book. Let me see. Gothic fantasy. Double down the rabbit hole. Exciting new work by modern kingdoms. Trickster fairy. This seems to denote fairy tales. Well, I say fairy tales in jest. Fairies exist, and their tales also exist, but they tend to be brats. What am I? I'm a demon, but dream demon, so stories are kind of my thing. So I adore books like these with so many stories. They're absolutely beautiful. But some folk tales, not fairy tales, but folk tales, are just that, stories. That being said, some of these are very compelling, but a lot of these seem to be fairly adult, in their nature of being what I think mostly horror, it seems. So, gothic, short stories, yeah. We will set this in the more adult section. Let me just, the cover's a bit dusty. Let me get my brush. Hold on. If I can open my bag. There we go. Okay, let me liven up the bristles a little bit. Okay. That's a little bit dusty. The inside is perfectly new, though. But the binding, I might have to redo the leather polish on the binding. Especially the edges. This might have been for lack of a better word, rotting in somebody's home shelf library for quite a while. I'm glad they brought it in so I can get some love, though. I always love when people do donations or just trade us book for books. It does sound like the local club nearby is going off again. Okay. Well, that's probably our cue to realistically hurry it up. I can get to the rest of this tomorrow, but for tonight, we'll call it. Did you want some gum, by the way, for your walk home? I had a little bit of some. A bit of gum for your troubles, for your time. Did you enjoy the day? I hope so. Have a great evening. I'll lock up after you.